All right. This time, this time my mic is up. Let's see if it. I wonder if it'll show up. See if my stream shows up. Probably not. Probably have to scroll down a little bit. Whoa. Well, that's lovely. Can't show that. Guess I'll just start drawing. Get right into it. First, let's warm up or something or whatever. Just gotta draw straight lines, because that's really popular. Alright, it's pretty boring to draw actually. I won't be doing that again. Let's see. Real warm. Oh my god. Real warm up would be drawing some boxes. When you draw a box and you want them to be like side by side, you want to inform the perspective of like each line, right? Like this line right here informs the perspective for this line. Like this line right here informs the perspective of this. You know, just like Kim Jong-gi taught. Whoops. Draw some boxes and stuff. That's pretty boring on its own, but let's say we put something in it. Like, I don't know. A head. Bam. Anime haircut. Dude, that Final Fantasy 16, I think it came out a year ago. I can't remember. But, dude, the music in that game is so good. I don't know, I'm drawing like a Final Fantasy kind of guy. Give him a big chin. Scar on his face. Draw another head. I drew it a little weird. Oh, it's okay. Some guidelines on it, so you know where the center is. This is a hard perspective, so I'm not gonna get too crazy about how I draw. Draw another head. Oh shit. 3-point perspective. Right here. That's what that is. Didn't really draw the dimensions of the box correct. That's why it's kind of sits awkwardly in the box, like juts out here, but there's a bunch of space right here. I don't know how to shade. I don't know. Let's look up something to draw. Oh yeah, motorcycles. I want to draw this image. Like normally you'd be like, oh well, let's just straight up draw it, like whatever. Well, let's just try to get all the details right. Blah blah blah. Right. But it's best to look at each part separately. Like this is the same type of motorcycle, I'm pretty sure. It's similar enough. I'm not trying to get all the details down. I'm just trying to get the general proportions and forms correct. And this is the perfect, blueprint to memorize because shows all the orthographic views that you can learn. Like it's best to find the center and put it in a box that matches the here. If I draw like a box here, right, and I want to draw like a bicycle, right, this would fit the dimensions of a bicycle. else in the way. Draw ellipses for the tires. Whoops, can't draw an ellipse. Just need to practice. That's pretty easy. Simple bike. Something like this. I mean, I'm not the best at drawing bikes. Yikes. It's alright. Let's try learning this image. Where is it? Oh, here it is. I'm not gonna measure with my eyeballs. I'm just gonna put it in Krita and just draw over it. Because that's the easiest way. The center would be right through there. Then cut it in half again. Cut it in half again, so it's fourths. We notice that half of 1/4 is the center of the tire. I guess this is where the half point is. And now oh my god, I didn't mean to do that. Doesn't have to be perfect. So now we have a lot of information. So the top of this tire lines up with this tire. They're about the same size. The top of this goes higher. This bumper does. The handle points down. The case full of motor and crap sits probably a third, about a third up. I'll just simplify it to a third. It doesn't have to be perfect. Alright, now we got this. So I guess this is not correct. What I'm doing. Nope. Oh wait, I just realized I can just... It's all lined up. These are really all yeah, this is really all the angles you need. So the seat is kind of tapers towards the end. Exhaust right here. There's two of them actually. Alright, now let's do the front. So we got that, the half point. Actually, the numbers right here tell you how, I guess those tell you how long each part is. So it's really not perfectly in the center, but it's pretty close. I don't know. I don't know what those numbers mean actually. Maybe I should try to draw straight lines. Or try to learn that. Don't matter. Halfway point is about a tire. Same as there. Another halfway point. Yeah, it's about halfway, a little above halfway from the top of the handle here. Actually, I just realized, yeah, that's higher. See, that's why it's better to have multiple angles, because there's asymmetries. Let's see. This would be a third up, like what we learned. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Not exactly. We'll just make the middle bigger. Alright, let's see if I can draw this. First, we gotta pick a perspective we want by drawing the box and whatever perspective we want. Box will tell us how to foreshorten and shit like that. Going very slow today. Let's see. This is the horizon line right here. So what do we learn? Halfway up. So we draw the middle point. First we ghost where the center is. Ghost again to find the center. We're not gonna always be able to use construction when we draw. This is it right here. And that's it right there. And we connect them. And then we see 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, if we look here, the tire is about 1, 2, 3. I'm sorry, what? 1, 2. Alright, so if you were to copy the tire and paste, it would end up here. Huh. So it would be ghost here, find the center. It'd be about here on this line right here. Whoops. So we'd find out that, yeah, it'd be like right here, the center. Tangent. That's fine. That doesn't feel right. Just because it's not. The center for this is different than the center for this plane. I need to watch out for that. So the center would be right here, but we're going to put it a little farther because we want to be accurate, right? Like, what's the point in drawing inaccurately? And that's a tire. Don't we do the same for this? 1, 2. Tire would be like this. There we go. We got the tires down. Now we just have to draw the rest of the case. Well, this is very important. They're about the same height, but this one's covered by a bumper. We'll draw that later, though. What else? Let's look at the heads for a second while I try to think. About how to simplify this motorcycle. Whoops, a little higher. Simplified head. The ear. See a little bit of the bottom here. Basically, you can draw a head just by adding this, cutting a piece off of that piece of paper, adding a ovular shape, not a circle, but like something like this. It looks like a circle from the front, but it's more ovular, oval shape. Oh well. let's get back to drawing what we were doing. Alright, what should we draw first? You know, I'm thinking this part right here. That's the part I want to draw. So it starts about at the middle. So it juts out like that. You can imagine. And it tapers at the bottom right here. Oh, I messed up. Alright. It doesn't go past this halfway point, so it sits behind. Alright, we learned that. These measurements are just going to have to take time to learn. I don't know, I might use a different layer so I don't get lost on where I'm at. As I'm drawing through each shape, right? If I were to make something like a head, a neck, you can simplify things to as simple as you want, really. Like I could just use the boxes only to create this motorcycle and it'd still be correct. As long as the proportions are correct. Let's see, where does this sit? The second for it's about, yeah, it's next to the seat there. Above the wheel a little. So draw that there. And we're starting to get a motorcycle a little. Oh yeah. Now we're getting to the part where like how much does this wheel get like occluded by like engine and shit. Alright, this part's actually quite wide. So but these parts are wider. I'm kind of confused on what these are. Because look, they don't appear right here. What is this? Right here. Confused. It's alright. Damn, nobody's watching. That sucks, but I don't care. Oh, and then the second part of the seat that goes kind of above. Like that. Oh, I guess those are just the. Oh, I see. This is the motor. You know, and some crap right here. And then these two pipes create the silhouette. I guess these are just the pipes. I don't know. I'm just gonna simplify the best I can. So there's this wedge shape here that I need to capture correctly. Honestly, I may have drawn the box a little too high. But I'm gonna trust it because I feel like if I don't, I'll mess up the proportions. Let's see. Let's draw the light. The light does not sit there. I think I did mess up. Yeah, I think I did. I messed up. I messed up bad. But you know what? I'm still gonna finish this drawing. Put it. Damn. I guess I'm gonna put it right above the wheel. Yeah, I guess that works. I guess it is right there. I wish I knew motorcycle anatomy. So we're gonna draw this. We're gonna draw this to connect the wheels so we can turn the motorcycle. There we go. That's fine. This is very hard to learn. Then there's like this thing around it. And they kind of jut out like that. Then we have this weird form here. Whoops. I think it's the auto starter. I think that's what that is. Draw a mirror. Draw another mirror. Alright, it's not looking too bad. Let's see. No, let's look at a different reference because I can't really tell. Okay, so these would be between the bars here. Okay. So we want to create this V shape here. My motorcycle does not look right, but I'm just going to roll with it. The motor and stuff sticks out, but the cage doesn't really stick out. But the motor and stuff does. I'm just going to simplify this to a box and a cylinder, just so I don't go insane. So we can see what the hell we're doing. Cylinder. Let's actually draw the, I'm gonna make this a strip. I'm just gonna make this a strip. And for the one in the back, it's, oh man, this is messy. This is messy construction. I need to find a way to do it better. This one's going to be a little like a half bent, like a cylinder warped and cut in half. I mean, our cycle doesn't look bad. Alright. I think that's enough for the motorcycle. Drawing the wheels, though. That's pretty important. That looks pretty cool. I'm just gonna merge it though. Alright, now we got a full motorcycle. Notice I didn't try to capture all the frickin' details and crap. Most people try to just draw like, oh, I gotta draw this, and I gotta draw this, and the Eye of Sauron here. Gotta draw that, and I gotta draw this little part and this little part, and then this, and like, no. That's not how you start out drawing stuff. It doesn't matter. Like, you can learn all of this shit later. You know, that's the anatomy part. When you first draw figures, you're not trying to draw like, oh, I have to draw each muscle strand and everything. Ooh. Or I won't be a good artist. Ooh, gotta draw each muscle strand. Oh. Gotta draw each muscle and tendon. And I gotta draw the brachialis muscle. Like, you don't want to start like this. You want to start like drawing stuff in perspective and paying attention to proportion. You know, like this would be the arm. Then this form would be the deltoid. And like the muscles kind of packed together. You make a little form at the top here. And the bicep. And then you can have like each muscle has a form, you know. It's not flat. Like when you're advanced enough, you can learn about like the bones. Bones is the first thing, the second thing you learn. Then you learn about the muscles, like the bicep, how it connects to this. And you learn about like, oh, we gotta learn about the muscle and how it attaches to this point and this point. Oh, the bicep. Then you got the tricep that connects to the scapula and the humerus, you know, and the tendon, and then you got the muscle that directly attaches to the humerus. This part of the humerus right here is actually like Velcro to better hold the muscle, the deltoid muscle, you know. Then you got the pectoral muscle. It like crosses over each other, you know, because that's how it works. The pectoral crosses. Then when you lift your arm, it's like this. You know, it like untwists itself. You got the lateral muscle. But same with motorcycles. You know, you gotta have the same approach. Simplified forms first. Deltoid. Deltoid. Humerus bone right here. Humerus. I don't know how to spell humerus. Yeah, I just need to learn the basic motorcycle parts, simplify them down, get the proportions, draw it in perspective. You notice how I could draw this pretty, it's somewhat accurate in perspective because of all of this. Oh yeah, I should try to draw that image. Now, another thing about like what you're drawing is you want to know you want to be able to visualize and know just how big it is compared to other objects like not objects but subjects like people, like for example the average height of a motorcycle is around 79 centimeters, so 4.3 feet, 4.5 feet, you know. An average person's like 5'9", so you know just how tall to make the motorcycle relative to the person. I was actually struggling with this earlier today when I was drawing in my sketchbook. So how am I gonna? First, let's snip it and put it in Krita. I love the snipping tool. Let's see. Let's see if we have any viewers. I do not. Yuck. That's alright. I'll just keep streaming till I do. Let's see. Yes. Yes. No, we can just leave it there. Doesn't matter. It's on a different layer. What's on this layer? Nothing? What is this? Oh, that's the heads. I better not delete that. I'll just merge it. There we go. That's nice and neat. Make sure this is locked. Alright, how do we draw this? This seems very complicated, but let's think. We've already studied people in perspective. I have. And we just studied motorcycle proportions. In fact, the same type of motorcycle, I assume. It's got relatively the same proportions and features. Hold on. Hold on, I'll be right back. Alright, had to feed my cat. Let's see. I've already studied people. I've already studied motorcycle. It's got the same kind of, well, similar mirror. It's round. Now we're going to have to study this image. So we're going to have to study the pose and the perspective. Very stuffy right now. So let's try to figure this out. I'm a little apprehensive, as I really struggled on this earlier. Should it'd be something like, whoops, something like that. Scoot it over. Scoot it. Something like that. And now we have to find kind of where the horizon line is. What we know about figures is like, whoops. Like the shoulder here. So the horizon line has to be around here. So about the handlebars. Let's see if I can draw that. Whoops, that's red. I want to draw about right here. Well, this box doesn't look correct. It's alright. No, I'm just gonna roll with it. It's probably gonna end up wrong, but it don't matter. Let's see, we're still gonna review and reference. Let's see. This is really using up all my CPU brain power. So let's see if I can talk and draw this. Alright, so the handlebars up here, seat's down here. So the person's about right here. Well, I already forgot the measurements. Alright, the seat is around in the middle. So it's like, we're drawing everything. Drawing through our shapes, so we know the overlap and everything. Okay, we're gonna draw the bumper now. Or not the bumper, but the well, yeah, the bumper, but specifically the plate, license plate. I didn't draw it correctly. Huh. If this perspective was right, it wouldn't look like that. I might just roll with it again now, even though it's probably not correct. I think it's just the angle of the plate, actually. I think I'm second guessing myself. looks better. So what else? The wheel. I'll draw the wheel. Wheel's about halfway up. Yep. Halfway up. Just like I hypothesized. Alright. Then we want to draw a center line through here. Ghost with the vanishing point. So we get it correct. Like that. Like, look how big that wheel is, right? Just put your pencil up to the screen and just measure. Bam. We're gonna draw kind of everything right now. So, human being, about probably 5'7". I'll guess this woman. I don't know. The chassis is about like to here, and then her head's a little higher. So her head would stop right there. Vanishing point. We'll draw a box for her. That sits within the box like that. Yes, just like that. Then what? Haven't memorized this. This is about 2/3. About 2/3. 2/3. So about right there. I wonder if that's right. It doesn't feel right, but if you look how long the seat is, like the leg is gonna cover this part up. I'm gonna draw the woman on the second layer. I'll probably erase the inner part, but it's whatever. And we're just gonna simplify. So about right there. Thing I didn't do for the wheels, I didn't give them volume. Right, I didn't express this sides. I will in this one because, you know, so this part pokes out. Like this is the middle of the tire. The first thing I drew. Then the side of the tire. And we got a tire. There we go. And one difference I noticed is the exhaust is up higher. So we can just simplify that to, well, first draw the spring, simplify that as a cylinder. Then we draw the exhaust right here, simplified as another cylinder, and we draw another cylinder right here. Then we draw, oh man, there's so many complicated parts, you see. Yeah, we fudged the perspective, but you know what? We're not going for complete accuracy. We're just trying to make it the form good, right? We're not trying to make it one for one perfect, but it'd be nice. I made this part a little too wide, but it's fine. You can still see this part. Let's see. Little cylinder. Alright, let's review again. Okay, it's in the center. Alright, this is pretty easy. One right there. So we're gonna draw it like this. We're gonna draw a thing here. We're gonna draw it through here. We're gonna draw it through here like this. And I think it's what, a third? 1/3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. A third. That looks somewhat correct. I'll be right back. Alright, now I'm back. Let's see what I can do. We're getting there, slowly. Slowly but surely. Now we want to draw the handlebars. Oh shoot. It's a little higher than I thought. Yeah, it's like, yeah, it's higher. It's higher than that. Just didn't think about that. Draw the front tire. I'm just gonna fudge it. Alright. There we go. We need to draw the handlebar. It's going this way. And hey, it's pretty good, hey. Simplified it, but it looks alright. It's acceptable. Somewhat. There we go. I don't know. This doesn't look right. I feel like the tire's wrong. I'm just gonna redraw the tire. I said I'd fudge it, and I did. I fudged it. Alright, that looks better. That looks way better. It's pretty messy with the lines, but you know, with time, you'll. I just noticed it is too high. I'm just gonna leave it though. Alright, new layer. Time to draw the woman. I'm gonna kind of make this opaque. I'm probably gonna end the stream after this. Yeah, this is a good place to end off of. I didn't draw any animals today, but it's okay. I wish people would stop yelling for me. I told them what I was doing. I need to draw helmets. That's what I need to draw. Some good helmets. Then the shirt's puffing out because of the wind. I'm just simplifying. I'm not trying to make it perfect. Just acceptable. Yeah, it's fudged. It's fudged, but it's whatever. It's fudged. Alright, let's actually kind of work with the forms here. Instead of... You know what? That's acceptable. I need to draw more people. More clothing folds. More motorcycles. More everything. some of the stuff here so we can see the leg better. So I kind of want that to read better. Dude, I swear to God. Yeah, acceptable. It's acceptable. Well, that's it.